We're switching already? We haven't even started. Need a break? Let's go. I'd like to call to order the Committee of the Whole for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. Let the record show that all committee members are present except Alderman Andriano, Alderman Smith, and Alderman George. Finance and bills. Were there any questions on finance and bills? Seeing none, I'll make a motion to approve finance and bills. Could I get a second, please?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Witt. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion carries. Number 2, we've got PL 27-19 by Alderman Smith to order the removal of structures located at 412R North 13th Street in the city of Olean. So just to give you a little background, we are still waiting on bids to actually open for this, and one of the requests was that we had a dollar value before approving this. So I'm going to go ahead and make a motion to refer this to the next Committee of the Whole. Could I get a second, please?
I'll second.
Seconded by Alderman Doherty. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion carries. PL 35-19 by Mayor Alio to authorize the release of a lien and filing of a discharge of mortgage associated with a property funded under the 2000 Olean Home Ownership Assistance Program. So, Ms. Kerper.
The Project Loan Committee met and reviewed all the financial information and backup documentation relating to this request. The individual is 88 years old and is in a dire financial position. The sale from the proceeds of the home would actually go to pay off her mortgage and ultimately put her into an assisted care facility or another environment that would be suitable for her to live instead of a two-story home.
Okay. Do we have a dollar value?
$7,800. And ultimately, most likely, the funds wouldn't be returned to the city, even if that was the case, if the home was to ever sell, but most likely it would probably go into foreclosure and become a zombie home. With the change in program income, as you know, the money has to go back to the state. The city wouldn't receive it.
Okay, so let me just try to wrap my head around this. So we can either forgive the $7,800. That would then allow this woman to go on with her life in an assisted living facility and allow the house to go back on the market, potentially, right?
Yes.
Versus it doesn't get sold, it doesn't get repaid, it falls into foreclosure and potentially zombie status.
Most likely.
Okay.
Harry, have we done this before? It seems like we had another situation where an elderly person fell behind.
You're right. Yes, last year.
Okay, so this isn't the first one.
No. This would be the first time that we released the entire amount. Last year, we released a large portion.
Is this the recommendation of the...
It is. It's the recommendation by the Project Loan Committee after its review of all the backup documentation that I gathered from the individual and all of our financial information that's current as of the meeting.
Okay. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Christian. Okay, if there are no questions, could I get a sponsor, please? Sponsored by Alderman Gonzalez, seconded by Alderman Witt. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and it's referred to tonight's regular meeting for resolution. PL 36-19 by Mayor Alio to authorize the mayor to execute an engineering agreement with Watts Engineering for the design portion of the pedestrian crossing enhancement project. Mr. Ring.
We're ready to move into the design phase for the pedestrian safety action plan grant that we received. That was a no-match grant. We've chosen a consultant, Watts Engineering. They've produced the scope and fee for the project. It includes design services, design report, bidding and letting, and award. So So we're suggesting that we sign this agreement to move on with the design phase of the project.
Okay.
Just for the audience's benefit, where is this pedestrian area we're talking about?
It's 7 intersections, 4 of them are signalized and 3 non-signalized. Some along East State and West State, North First Street and North Union Street, Constitution Avenue Trail Crossing is one of the alternatives.
And do any of those plans, of course, maybe it hasn't been identified yet as we haven't hired the engineering firm, but do any of those plans, to your knowledge, right, as of right now, include one of these blinking sensors that we have up here on Union Street?
Yeah, and that's our preferred design for the Constitution Avenue Trail Crossing. Right now, that's probably the only one. The signalized intersections will be upgraded with, a similar like push button, walk, don't walk sign, which is what you would use at a signalized intersection.
Well, I've already, so that's, again, we're shooting for next year, correct? For next season for these crossings?
Yeah, we hope that we'll be in construction in 2020.
Okay. I've had a lot of people ask me about the bike trail on Constitution. I keep telling them to be patient, so we're excited. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, could I get a sponsor? Sponsored by Alderman Witt. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, again referred to in tonight's regular meeting for resolution. On to 37-19 by Mayor Alio to authorize the transfer of $7,858 from line item A0157110445 Parks to the Capital Fund number 187 Playground Reserve. Mr. Rick?
This is in regards to the Whitney Ave Parklet project. During the grant process, DPW had committed $7,858 to match with the grant. It's coming out of one of my parks accounts, and I want to transfer it into the playground reserve, which is the capital fund that's been used to pay for the playground equipment and other in-kind purchases of material.
Okay. Again, just for the sake of the public here, the Whitney Ave project is underway currently, yes? And tentative end date, completion date?
June to July.
Okay.
Or mid-June to late June.
Yeah, sorry. Great.
July is the ribbon cutting
Awesome.
opening ceremony.
Okay, very, very cool. I did talk to Fred Sheridan. There is $14,302 in that account currently, so they're asking to transfer the $7,000. Got enough.
And that's out of this year's budget, not the one starting May 1st.
Correct.
June 1st.
Okay, very good. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, could I get a sponsor?
I'll sponsor.
Sponsored by Alderman Doherty. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, resolution. PL 38-19 by Mayor Alio to authorize the creation of Capital Fund 190, the Stardust Pump Station project, and to authorize the transfer of $200,000 from line item F065834.300 Water Fund Capital Outlay to the Capital Fund 190. Mr. Ring?
Yeah, this was money in the water fund that was budgeted for capital projects, similar to the plan that I laid out to you during budget discussions. We'd like to use that $200,000 as a match for the Stardust Pump Station project. The total match is $275,000, and it's roughly a $690,000 project. This is 40% of that. I wanted to get into that capital fund so we can. We owe the engineering company money. We've been holding it for a couple months until we made our way through the budget process. They've been patient, but now we can kind of move forward with this project, which is currently in review from the Department of Health.
Great. Any comments or questions? We've talked about this quite a bit. All right, so seeing none, could I get a sponsor? Sponsored by Alderman Witt. Could I get a second? Second by Alderman Gonzalez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And refer to tonight's regular meeting for resolution. Okay, I will make a motion to adjourn. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Doherty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, we're adjourned. Rolling right along here. Yeah. I would like to call to order the regular meeting of the Olean Common Council for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt.
Here.
Alderman Gonzalez.
Here.
Alderman Doherty.
Here.
Alderman Crawford.
Here. Please rise for the invocation. As we gather here in the harbor of your safety, we thank you for fellowship and family. We ask that you will strengthen us, restore us, and inspire us with your love. Lord, would you fill us with your peace so that as we journey onwards, we would pour out your love and grace to others. We ask that our souls would catch the wind of your Spirit so that we would take your promises to all the earth. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Reading, correcting, and approval of the minutes of the previous regular meeting.
The regular meeting of the Olean Common Council was held on Tuesday, April 9th, 2019 at 7:30 p.m. Present, Alderman Crawford, Alderman Witt, Alderman Adriano, Alderman Gonzalez, Alderman Doherty, Alderman Smith, and Alderman George.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the previous regular meeting. Can I get a second, please? Second. Seconded by Alderman Gonzalez. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Committee reports and unfinished council business.
Report from City Operation Committee on PL 32-19 to authorize the conveyance of an easement to the owner of 794 North Union Street. Committee recommends approval. Referred to City Attorney for resolution.
And communications from the mayor.
We have one. In 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day to be set aside for the planting of trees. This holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. Trees can be reduced the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. Trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our home, fuel our fires, and countless other wood products. Trees planted in Olean increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. Trees are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Olean has been recognized as a Tree City, USA, by the National Arbor Day Foundation and desire to continue its tree planting ways. Therefore, I quote, I, William J. Elliott, Mayor of the City of Olean, do hereby proclaim April 26, 2019, Arbor Day in the City of Olean, and I urge all citizens to support efforts to care for our trees and woodlands, and to support our city's community forestry program. And furthermore, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden their hearts and promote the well-being of present and future generations.
Okay. Miscellaneous communications.
We have none.
City official reports.
Monthly report of the city auditor, month ended March 2019.
Proposed legislation and referrals.
PL 35-19 by Mayor Elio, referred to Committee of the Whole Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 by Council President. PL 36-19 by Mayor Elio, referred to Committee of the Whole Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 by Council President. PL 37-19 by Mayor Elio, referred to Committee of the Whole Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 by Council President. PL 38-19 by Mayor Elio, referred to Committee of the Whole Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 by Council President. PL 39-19 by Alderman Adriano, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 for resolution by Council President. PL 40-19 by Alderman Adriano, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019 for resolution by Council President.
Okay, thank you. Next we have public comment. Will the clerk please read the public comment statement?
The public comment portion of the Common Council regular meeting is established to provide members of the community with the opportunity to publicly state their views, voice their concerns, or to provide input pertaining to any issue affecting city government. Additionally, the mayor, Common Council members, and city department heads encourage any person with questions to contact them at their offices.
Okay, so at this time I will open the public comment section. If you would please, for the record, approach the podium, state your name and address, and you will have 5 minutes. Anyone?
Hi, my name is Patricia Galmack, and I live at 601 West Sullivan, Ward 4. I have to start by saying I never thought I'd be up here today. I've known the alderman for our district since I moved to Olean several years ago. I've rented property from him, hired him to do jobs. I've also spoken to him on time and again about how I think his behavior doesn't always reflect well for our ward. I've done that in private, and today I'm doing it in public. I'm bringing my concerns to the attention of the council because his like this weekend. The video snubbed its nose at the city and the council. It's a violation of current laws, which as an alderman, Mr. Doherty should respect, not hold and show such contempt for. His comments using the R word, which I will not even repeat, and also downplaying Notre Dame's fire, racial slurs, were inflammatory, rude, and degrading. We, as your constituents, deserve and demand better. The infamous Rastafarian prayer back in the spring of 2017 was said in front of high school seniors. It was in poor taste, it was immature, and it was unbecoming to someone holding the office of alderman. Mr. Doherty frequently says he wants people to know him. We're not liking what we're seeing. The YouTube channel airs council business, so stating he wasn't on the city time isn't quite accurate. You are a salaried person to the city. You set the precedent as your alderman status to be known on this YouTube channel. Since your ill-advised video was broadcast, he has then gone on social media and posted articles about himself. He seems proud. He should not be proud. We are embarrassed. We invest our time, money, and work in our city to improve our city and our ward. Your actions have disgraced us. Since Mr. Doherty has exhibited disregard for the feelings of his constituents frequently, we would like to request full censure for him, and we'd also like a full investigation and ethics committee review. Many members of Ward 4 have no faith.
Thank you, Ms. Golnack. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Seeing nothing else at this time, I will call the public comment section closed. Before moving on to finance and bills, I would like to give the opportunity to any of the aldermen to make a statement at this time or voice any concerns. Seeing none, on to finance and bills.
The auditor has processed bills and claims against the city of Orleans as per list submitted to each alderman and recommends payment thereof. The auditor has presented to the Common Council bills and claims against the city of Orleans totaling $711,275.62 for the budget and recommends payment thereof. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the same be and are hereby audited and allowed. The auditor is hereby authorized and directed to draw warrants for the payment and thereof at the amounts set opposite each respective claim.
Okay. Discussed finance and bills in committee of the whole. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
All right, on to resolutions.
Resolution 27-19, PL 28-19, by Alderman George, seconded by Alderman Doughty, to authorize the installation of a Do Not Blight driver sign in the vicinity of 1012-1016 North Union Street.
We discussed this one last week in committees. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0. 4-0, my bad.
It's okay.
Apology. Resolution 33-19, PL 35-19, by Alderman Gonzalez, seconded by Alderman Witt, to authorize the release of lien and filing of a discharge of mortgage in association with the property funded under the 2000 Orleans Ownership Assistance Program.
Any comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Resolution 34-19, PL 36-19, by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Crawford, to authorize the mayor to execute an engineering agreement with Watts Engineering for the design portion of the pedestrian crossing enhancement project.
Okay, again, we discussed this in committee of the whole. Comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Resolution 35-19, PL 37-19, by Alderman Doughty, seconded by Alderman Crawford, to authorize the transfer of $7,858 from Park to Capital Fund number 187, Playground Reserve.
All right. Any comments or questions on this one? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. PL 36-19. Resolution 36-19, PL 38-19, by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Gonzalez, to authorize the creation of Capital Fund number 190 Stardust Pump Station project, and to authorize the transfer of $200,000 from Water Fund Capital Outlay to Capital Fund 190.
All right. This too was discussed previously. Any questions on this? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Resolution 37-19, PL 32-19, by Alderman George, seconded by Alderman Witt, to authorize the conveyance of an easement to the owners of 794 North Union Street.
We talked about this last week. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt,
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Alderman Doughty,
Yes.
and Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Resolution 38-19, PL 39-19, to authorize the installation of a yield sign on King Street at its intersection with Kingston Drive.
Okay, yep. We talked about that last week in committees. I'll go ahead and sponsor. Can I get a second, please? Alderman Witt. Any comments or questions on this? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt?
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez?
Yes.
Alderman Doughty?
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Resolution 39-19, PL 40-19, authorizing the installation of a street light on National Grid pole number NM2 on Houghton Avenue.
Okay, again, we talked about this in committees. We do need some sponsors for this. Alderman Witt.
I'll second.
And seconded by Alderman Doherty. Any comments or questions? Where's this one? Remind me. Houghton Ave.
It's off of Seneca.
Is that the one near Cutco?
Yeah. It's by the parking lot.
Any other comments or questions? All right, seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Witt?
Yes.
Alderman Gonzalez?
Yes.
Alderman Doughty?
Yes.
And Alderman Crawford.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0.
Okay. All right. Any parting words before I will make a motion to adjourn? Could I get a second, please? Second by Alderman Witt. All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourn.